On the doorstep, just after breakfast, a gunman pulled the trigger. Jill Dando, beloved British TV star, was killed in broad daylight. No robbery, no warning, no suspect. Just one question echoing today: who killed Jill Dando? Even after 25 years, there's still only silence. Brighton, England, spring 1999. Seaside town, shingled beach, salty air, peaceful mornings. In one of those modest houses lived Jill Dando, BBC TV presenter, national sweetheart, warm, professional, approachable, grassroots charity founder, known and loved across the UK. On April 26, 1999, just before 11 a.m., Jill returned home from a delivery shift for a pet charity. Moments later, she collapsed on her front step, shot at point-blank range. Her killers fled. No eyewitnesses, no CCTV. The nation wept. The investigation began, but the trail soon went cold. To understand why alive she mattered and why her death still haunts, let's go back to the woman behind the smile. Born April 9, 1961, in Weston-super-Mare, her father died of a heart attack just days before her birth. Raised by single mother Anita, one brother Nigel, 6 years older. She studied journalism at college, then started as a local radio reporter. Her voice, soft, direct, honest. Her face, open, relatable, genuine. By 1994, she was a national presenter on BBC Breakfast. By 1998, she transitioned to primetime fame, hosting Crimewatch, Britain's leading crime show. She sat with victims' families and urged criminals to confess. Her death? Ironic. She was supposed to solve crimes, not be one. And she wasn't just a broadcaster. She led charity runs, supported local causes, and embodied trust and compassion. So when she died, media coverage didn't just mourn a celebrity. They mourned a national symbol. Tuesday, April 27, 11:22 a.m., Jill's flatmate found her lying on the step of 2 Gowan Avenue, Hove. A single fatal bullet to the head. Only witness? A stunned neighbor who heard a pop. No one saw the shooter. Police arrived within minutes. Establishing a crime scene in daylight, rare. Pressed charges, murder by firearm. In the UK, Britain had strict gun laws. This meant professional or intentional execution, not random robbery. The nation learned of its first female broadcaster murder. The Prime Minister renamed ministers to help. Police launched Operation Oxborough. Every angle was inspected. Possible professional hit, stalker or crazed fan, mistaken identity, or terrorist attack. Local detectives, assisted by Scotland Yard, scoured Gowan Avenue for clues. But what they found amounted to little. Few CCTV cameras, no gun or weapon, no getaway vehicle. They had a name, Jill Dando, and a village ready to break. Operation Oxborough was one of Britain's largest criminal investigations. 2,500 plus interviews, 4,000 homes visited, 7,000 leads logged, 22,000 hours of staff time. CCTV footage from surrounding roads, nothing. No traffic cam, no suspicious person. They reconstructed her final route, from charity shop to her door. Considering sniper vantage points, none plausible. Police considered it. Jealous ex, terror link, professional hit, stalker attack, none fit. Suspicion even turned on her co-worker Barry George, who lived nearby. He was arrested in 2000, charged with her murder. But the case was circumstantial. Man with a fair mustache, similar to witness description, fired shotgun years before. Police tied him by microscopic lead residue in his underpants. No weapon, no motive, no confession. In 2001, he was convicted. But after appeals, new experts questioned the forensic evidence. It was overturned in 2007. Barry George was released in 2008. The murder, unsolved. Once the conviction quashed, public anxiety roared. Media seethed with theories. Theory 1, professional hit. Some argued it was a contract killing, an expert shooter aiming for the head. One shot, no ransom, no statement, no confession. Could a foreign agent be involved? Theory 2. Stalker or obsession. Jill often signed autographs. Some fans wrote letters. Could a stalker's obsession escalate? No evidence, no threats, no prior unwanted attention reported. Theory 3. Terrorism. This was 1999, pre-9/11. Police investigated Irish Republican groups, fearing retaliation for her Crimewatch work. But groups denied involvement. No credible claim, no motive. Theory 4. Case of mistaken identity. Theories emerged about a separate murder, a person living across the street. Police investigated. Jill's flatmate cast doubt. Firearms expert visits, no match. All theories weaken under pressure. Without a known suspect, let's understand psychology. Professional killers, precise, clean, silent. Stalkers, obsessive, escalating. Opportunistic hitmen, impersonal, efficient. The precision of the shot in daylight settings suggests planning and execution. No weapon, no slip-up, no sign of pursuit suggests a highly skilled, unknown person. To kill Jill Dando in 1999, you needed to know her routine, her route, how to commit a hit and vanish. Someone watched and waited. Nearly a quarter century after Jill's murder, evidence remains elusive, but a tentative lead has reignited hope. Earlier this year, a witness came forward with a startling claim. They reported seeing a man in a dark suit sprinting along Fulham Palace Road, near where Jill's killer fled. Importantly, a van driver said the figure resembled Milorad Ulemek, a notorious Serbian assassin convicted for political killings in the 1990s. Why would a Serbian hitman be in London in 1999? The timing aligns. NATO airstrikes were underway in Kosovo just weeks before Jill's murder, and Jill had hosted a BBC appeal for Kosovan refugees. Then came a chilling message to the BBC. Your Prime Minister butchered innocent young people. She was next. A possible political motive? Or a smear designed to muddy the waters? Ulemek is serving a 40-year sentence in Serbia. But now, renewed interest is urging UK police to reinvestigate his alleged presence in Fulham. Before the Serbian hitman theory gained traction, Barry George stood trial. Arrested in 2000, convicted in 2001 based on microscopic lead traces, photos, and witness reports. But from the start, his conviction was controversial. Lead residue evidence was unpredictable, later ruled unsafe. He had no motive, no weapon, or direct link to Jill. Conviction overturned in 2007. He was acquitted in 2008. Today, Barry George says he forgives, but still yearns for answers. He says new evidence like the Ulemek sighting demands police action. Let's line up the strongest theories. 1. Professional contract killing. One bullet, fired at point blank with a subsonic 9mm round, consistent with a professional execution. Killer fled calmly. No panic, no weapon recovered. Recent analysis supports strategic precision. 2. Serbian assassin, Ulemek. Van driver eyewitness connects silhouette to Ulemek. Jill's public stance on Kosovo gives possible motive. Scotland Yard remains open to new, credible info. 3. Obsessive stalker or jealous ex. Jill had received unwanted mail and once listed a disturbed admirer. No substantial threats were reported, but unsolved cases often begin with infatuated strangers. 4. Mistaken identity. Shooter may have targeted the wrong flat. Neighbors reported rapid departure consistent with fleeing the wrong address. But ballistic and motive evidence doesn't fully support this. Each theory has compelling parts, but also holes. What kind of person commits this crime? Professional hitman. Detached, precise, trained. Delivers a measured shot, then disappears. No remorse. No signature, just silence. Stalker, fixated individual. Could lash out in obsession. But this doesn't explain the expert execution or ballistic features. Political motivation, a calculated act of revenge, but requires deep logistical backing. Phone calls to BBC bolster the theory. Without a suspect, We're left with the psychology of absence, a planning mind, a trigger finger, a silence that still echoes. Scotland Yard officially placed Operation Oxborough in inactive status, but assures it remains open. Meanwhile, global scrutiny grows. In 2023, Netflix aired Who Killed Jill Dando, amplifying public interest. Her brother Nigel begs for a renewed investigation into the Ulemic lead. Advances in facial recognition helps pinpoint Man X. Forensic ballistics reevaluation of the unique bullet. Cross-border cooperation could reignite an otherwise dormant case. Consider this moment. Van driver said the man swept across the road, looked back, calm as anything. He remembered the dent on the bridge of his nose, a detail eerily similar to Ulemic. That detail narrows the net. Could a multi-decade fugitive be hiding in Serbia all this time? Or was it all a chilling case of mistaken identity? Jill Dando's story remains Britain's most haunting cold case. Who do you believe killed her? Was it a professional contract killer, a political hitman from abroad, a desperate stalker, or a random wrong target? Tell us in the comments below. If you want to see this case reopened, share this video. Subscribe, hit the bell, and join us in keeping Jill's name alive. Because sometimes, justice begins with not forgetting. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more gripping true crime breakdowns, mysteries, and criminal psychology stories, only on Twisted Case.